Game started.
Okay, my turn. I'll start out with e4. Norwegian Knight from the US. Pausing to consider his reply, I guess. There we go. What's this called? A Caro-Kann? Yep. So I play the advanced variation. And then this is the short system here, just a little bit of normal development. And he's not pinning this. You know, I like to get my knight to knight to b3 early to support the center and see if I can slow down this push to c5. And let's see. What do I want to do here? And just continue developing now. So bishop e2. There's no other square for it really. Let's see, if he pushes ahead, I'll have to move my knight again. But if he exchanges, then I have that pawn well supported.
Check.
If there's any checks along here, I can I can interpose the bishop without losing that pawn.
Check.
And I think that helped me there. So I can just cancel here. And I can harass his bishop now with a knight move. He hasn't put any pressure on my d-pawn, which is a little bit unusual. So let's see where the bishop's going. I guess it's just going to h7. I guess it could have gone to e4 there. Okay, let's put up another pawn. If he moves this with a discovered attack on my knight, I have time to retreat, which I want to do anyway. And now what do I want? I guess I don't want to give up the C file to that rook. So if he exchanges, then I take back, and at least I'm not losing that file. Could I play knight to c5? Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes. And knight there. Okay, so he's got two guys on this now, queen and knight.
Server announcement.
And I could just kick that knight immediately. Where is he going? There, 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 there. All look like they're not working for him. And then maybe move my king somewhere. Yeah, so where's that knight going? Just back to e7 seems to be the only square. Now, can I push f5 here? Takes, pawn takes, knight takes. Is there anything useful there? Or is there an idea of knight to g5 as a sacrifice? Pawn takes, pawn takes. And anything there? Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot. What could I do here? Let's continue with this pawn storm. And maybe put the king over on h7. This pawn is weak. Can he undermine it? You could push ahead with h5 or f3, huh? Okay, so now f6. Attacking there. Let's get my king over to the side. Thinking maybe of taking with the d pawn if he takes, and then I can get a knight to d4. I wanted to get my king away from that pin, so I have the option of taking that way. And just seems like a dangerous diagonal to be on. This seems a little safer. And it's on a dark square away from that light squared bishop. So what ideas do I have? Can I play g5? Takes, 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 knight takes. Then an exchange of rooks. And I have a pawn here, he has a pawn there. And can I do something good with my bishop? Knight here. Well, knight on the square g5 attacks his e6 pawn. So I could consider this now. g5 takes, f takes, f takes, knight takes. And he could take rook. So other option would be if he pushes past it or takes the other way, I can take here and open up the g file against his king. So I think this is okay. Oh, he could close it up with h4 here, perhaps. h5. h5, rook g1, threatening to push to g3, g6. Yeah, h5. Or can I play g6 immediately? g6, bishop takes, knight here, hitting that pawn. I guess it's better to go this way. It does give a square for my knight, that's why maybe it's worth a pawn to get that good square for the knight, but I don't see it working tactically necessarily. But now he has bishop to g6. Yeah. Okay, so I can challenge that bishop this way. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? I left my knight hanging. He left his bishop hanging. Okay, maybe it does work. And if he took the bishop, I can take back with the queen defending the knight. That was a miscalculation, or I had not thought that through, really. Okay, so now he's threatening rook here, check, winning the queen. So I've got to defend against that. And well, let's think. Are there other good ways to defend that threat? Rook here, for example. Rook takes, rook takes. That's not going to work. And the knight cannot cover that square. So this way. And now I am threatening to take on h5 at least. And what's he threatening? He's not yet threatening to come here. Fortunately for me, his knights are not contributing to the action right away. And the queen. See, if the queen were on that square. Oh no, the bishop controls that square. Okay, so queen here, getting back to enable the defense, but let's pick up this pawn while I got it. Also gains a tempo on this rook, although I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. You might be moving to a better square like that one. So bishop g4, maybe I can play king to h3. I'm threatening to take there, but I don't want him to take there with his rook and check me. Doesn't look good offhand. I guess I could calculate that. But if I play king to h3, then I am threatening to take. Oh, actually, if I take there, it's with check. I take it back. So I can just take there right away. Bishop takes e6 is a threat here. Other moves. Knight to c5. Oh, a sack. Yeah, that's pretty good, but does he leave something undefended here? So he's going to take back with the queen and set up this discovered attack on my king here, it looks like. If I throw in bishop takes check, the king will move to h8 or h7. Then when I take the pawn and queen takes, it's a bit of a problem. Okay, so let's go here. If queen takes, I'm going to play king to h3, I believe, getting out of this discovered attack. And queen here check, queen there check, rook here check. These squares are all guarded. Rook here check, bishop takes, rook there check, rook up, and checkmate. Okay, other ideas. Maybe king here, rook takes is possible. Bishop here check. He has to respond, but then I'm going to have to move my king, and that will cost me the bishop. No, actually, yeah, well, okay, so let's try. So if the king is on the square G1, the queen has a check here or here, both of which are guarded, and the rooks have a check here, so I think that's a safe place to move to. Then maybe rook to e1 to chase the queen away. Now, maybe I could have played rook e1 directly. Rook e1, rook here check, and rook takes, yeah. Unless there was a double check. That might have been sufficient. Tricky business. Okay, let's watch the time too. 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 3/4. So yeah, he's looking for a way to continue the attack. Is it possible to sack the exchange? Rook takes bishop, and then some queen check or rook check. It appears that it's all guarded. Because after it takes here, then this square is guarded by the queen and the king. So just distracting this rook is not sufficient. Bringing the knight in is an idea, but I just take it if it goes there. And rook takes. Just move the queen to somewhere. Yeah. Knight there. So there's checks here and here. You can take the knight. Why don't I attack the queen first? Where is the queen going? If I attack the queen and then take the knight, the knight moves with check. I can exchange it here or here. And here loses a piece. So it has to be here. Take, rook takes. And then I am threatening to take the queen. So let's try this. Rook e1. It's just that if I had taken the knight and he had taken back with the rook, I'm not sure. He might have gotten some mileage chasing my queen around with the rook, which is well positioned on the 4th rank there. He's got squares that are supported by the pawn and by the queen. So he can go to any one of these 4 squares and harass my queen. Whereas here, this seems to lose the knight. Yeah, now it looks like I'm threatening e6 with probably knight takes e6. Although maybe bishop takes e6 is a point too. But I guess knight takes e6 is stronger. Or just knight e6 anyway. Forking the 2 rooks. Yeah. Just moving the king. Okay, which one of those rooks do I want to take? Probably this one. Now, if he takes with the rook, then I can oppose the rook here like this. And if he lets me keep the f-file, then I can double up and force some kind of sort of trade down here. He does have 2 strong pawns, but I have an extra rook and a piece. This has got to be winning for me, I'm sure. This must be winning. But check there immediately. Rook takes, check, queen takes. I'm just giving away a piece. Okay, queen here, and the queen has to move. An exchange, I assume, will help me. 2 rooks on this, 2 pawns on the 6 are worth a rook, so he's get close to there. But my king and my bishop are in position to stop them at the moment, and they're not on the 6th just yet. And I have ideas of checkmating him. So does this work? If I just put a pawn here, for example, then check, rook takes, check, queen takes, checkmate. If there's no pawn there, then I go through the same sequence. Check, rook takes.
Time warning.
Check, queen takes, check, and king goes to there. Bishop here, check. Okay, let's threaten mate. I was trying to calculate that, but I'm getting low on time. Okay, I can mate here.
Check.
This is a forced sequence. I don't have to worry about him taking anything with check.
Check. Checkmate.
Cool. Well, good game. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll follow up with
Incoming challenge.
a commentary video as usual. See you then. Bye.